Welcome to video number 3 of Module 15, Marketing Matters, and this one is about developing a brand. So what is a brand? Well, your brand is your identity. A brand consists of many things that, when put together in a coherent manner, has a look and feel to it that is a true reflection of you and your business. All the elements are put together so that everything is energetically aligned and congruent with your vision, your values, and your key message. A good brand gives credibility to your business, sets you apart from your competition, and helps you sell your services and establishes you as a professional. As a Radical Forgiveness coach already, and soon to be a Radical Living Master coach, you have one big advantage right from the beginning. That's because you automatically inherit an established brand, which is Radical Forgiveness, of course. Obviously, you'll build on that and create your own branding, but it would be a big mistake to not capitalize on having the Radical Forgiveness brand in your back pocket, so to speak. It has, after all, been around for over 20 years and is a well-established brand. People have heard of it. It clicks in people's minds now, even if they've not actually experienced it or know what it is. The brand collapses totally, though, if the word radical is dropped from Radical Forgiveness. The word forgiveness is not a brand, and if you were to drop radical, you would be missing the opportunity to stand out from the crowd. And it would cease to invite the question, what's radical about this form of forgiveness? You would also lose the advantage of being connected to me as the founder of Radical Forgiveness, because my name is closely linked with Radical Forgiveness. So without a doubt, you would be throwing away a very valuable asset if you dropped the word radical. So, in order to protect our brand, we do make it a condition that to be listed on our website, all our coaches and practitioners must use the term Radical Forgiveness in their branding. Not only does that give them a good start in branding themselves, but it helps to increase the overall awareness of the brand worldwide. Your brand will include things like your logo if you have one, the colors that you use throughout, the fonts that you use throughout, the photos you use, the overall impression you give in all your marketing materials, and so on. I most definitely advise researching this aspect of your business plan and getting advice from the experts in this field. It need not be that costly. You can go to Fiverr.com to start with. For $5 you can get a basic color scheme, the best fonts to use, some style recommendations, and so on. And for another $5 you can get a logo. If you like what you get for your $5, you can hire that designer to carry it to the next stage. You can do the same thing with your website, which, by the way, I still feel is essential to have. I know that a lot of people choose to use a Facebook page in preference to a website, but really they are two different things and have different functions. A Facebook page is an ever-moving, dynamic platform, ideal for short-term messaging on a continuing basis, great for making announcements, posting information of an educational nature, doing live talks with Facebook Live, generating leads, and advertising upcoming events. There's no doubt that knowing how to use social media for marketing is absolutely essential today. It takes a lot of your time to do it properly, but it is virtually free. That is, unless you do paid ads. But you don't have to. Again, if social media is not your thing, or you don't have much experience with it as a marketing tool, hire someone to do it for you. It's well worth it, believe me. A website, on the other hand, is less dynamic than a Facebook page. Though it certainly needs to be updated from time to time, it is more static, more structured, and more educational. Clients still expect coaches to have websites. Remember, your demographic still tends to be women age 40 and up, so even though many of them use Facebook socially, they still feel professional people should have a website. They will trust you more if you have one. But it's not a case of either or. You need both. They support each other. Everything you post on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, or YouTube should have a link back to your website, so anyone who likes your post can find additional information by clicking on that link. That gives you a chance to hold the person's attention for longer and to make a bigger impression on him or her. The purpose of having social media and a website working together is to make immediately clear to one's target audience that you have the solution to their problem. With your own website, you have more options to communicate with and sell to your customers. You can include more marketing features, such as videos, customer reviews, blogs, and special promotional offers. And you have many choices about how it looks and the features that it might have. A few years ago, you had to pay a website designer thousands of dollars to create a website for you. These days, you can start with a very low cost or even free website builder tool and start off with a template. These can be personalized to make it look uniquely yours. Your information can be divided by individual pages and easily accessed through menu options. If you're not savvy right now about the kind of options available today, again, start with Fiverr.com or pay someone to search for a good but inexpensive template-based site builder for you. You or they can create the basic wireframe, but with most of them now, you can simply write the headlines and the copy using Word. It's very simple now. Do a search for websites that other coaches and healers are using and see what the trends are. Stylistically, websites change very quickly these days, so look at the sites the most successful people are using. Now, getting back to the branding issue, it is essential that your website supports your brand. All the elements that form your brand, like color, fonts, headline style, amount of white space, photographs and videos, etc., should carry through into your website design, so everything appears integrated and seamless. Okay, so that's as far as I intend to go with branding and websites. The rest is up to you. But another word of warning. Don't use this as a way to delay your starting to see clients and teaching the 10-day course. You can set up a Facebook page very quickly, but the website can come a bit later, once you have your branding sorted out. In the next video, we'll look at the issue of how to attract clients. We'll see you then.